Hello everyone, welcome to Wisdomera online classes. My dears, in this class or in this lesson, you will be able to study about light, sound and forces for grade 3, where these are the main concept of your chapter, and it even contains more marks where we should study thoroughly regarding this chapter, that is light, sound and force. We shall just start our lesson with the light. Light we cannot see in the dark. We need light to see the things. The sun is the main source of light. It provides light, heat and energy to everyone on the earth. Light is a form of energy that helps us to see objects around us. It travels in a straight line. Yes, my dears, if it is dark, we cannot see anything. If we are able to see anything, it is only because of the light. As we all know this basic concept, where sun is the main source of light, as we are seeing all around, things all around us, it is only because of light. Where sun provides light, heat and energy to everyone, whoever are present on the earth. Light is a form of energy. Where light is a form of energy, it helps us to see objects around us, and it even travels in a straight line. The objects that give out light are called as luminous object. What they are called as? Luminous object. The lights, the objects which give out light are called as luminous object. The sun, candle, candle, street lamp, stars, torches, bulbs, tube lights are the examples of luminous object, where we have studied that what are luminous objects are, which give out light. All these things like sun, candle, street lamp, torches, stars, bulbs gives out light, and all these things whichever are giving light are called as luminous objects, and they are the example for them. The next thing is objects that do not give out light are called as non-luminous objects. The moon, the wooden box and a book are the examples of non-luminous objects. We see non-luminous objects when only light falls on them. When only light falls on them, because they are not having their own light. So whenever other light which is given from the luminous objects is fallen on these non-luminous objects, only on that time we can see them. Like moon, books are the example for non-luminous objects. Non-luminous objects are of following types. There are many types of non-luminous objects. Like first one is transparent object. The object that allow light to pass through them are called as transparent objects, whichever are allowing light to pass through them. Example, glass, clear water and clear plastic are the example of transparent object, where they are example of transparent object. Yes, my dears, we have studied one type of non-luminous object, that is transparent object, where you are even observing the example like glass, clear water and many things. The next thing is opaque objects. What are they? Are opaque objects. The objects that do not allow light to pass through them are called opaque objects. Wood and brick are the examples of opaque objects. We cannot see through these objects. Where the spectacles, you are observe, if we are wearing the spectacles or any other are wearing the spectacles, they are the example for transparent object. And what you are observing on in your screen, that is brick, where we cannot see through them. If we are holding that in front of your eyes, we cannot see anything which is present on other side. So the objects which makes you to see on other side are called transparent, which you cannot see are called as opaque. The next thing is shadow. When an object blocks the path of light, a shadow is formed. A shadow are of different types. What is shadow? When an object blocks the path of light, a shadow is formed. Shadows are different size, where shadows are of different size. Features of shadow. Now we shall study the features of shadow. A shadow is always black in color. My dears, you might have played with these shadows. Have you ever observed white shadows, blue shadows, or pink shadows? No, there will not be any color shadows. There will always be black in color. Shadows are always black in color. A shadow is larger if the object is closer to the source of light. A shadow is always formed on the opposite side of the light, where we are seeing all these. Whenever your home is cut off with the power, on that time what you just do is you on the batteries. On that time you start playing with the shadows with your sisters, with your brothers, or with your family members, or yourself by making some pictures or some different kinds of actions through your hands. On that time you can see the features of shadows as given. The next thing is eclipse, where this is not present in your textbook, but still I wish to say something regarding this eclipse. There are two types of eclipse. One is solar eclipse, with the moon blocks the light of sun. The shadow of moon falls on the earth and the sun cannot be seen, or it is partially hidden. Do you know what is meant by eclipse in the beginning? No, you might not be known. Where the eclipse means grahana, what we are calling, that is called as eclipse. We shall now just study solar eclipse. Solar eclipse occur when a moon blocks the light of sun. The shadow of the moon falls on the earth and the sun cannot be seen, or it is partially hidden. Such type of shadow, when it is fallen on the earth, the shadow of the moon is fallen on the earth, where what you are observing, the partially earth cannot be seen. So such type of shadows are called as solar eclipse. What they are called as solar eclipse. You are seeing or observing the solar eclipse in the diagram. The next thing is lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse occurs when the earth blocks the light of the sun. The shadow of the earth falls on the moon and moon cannot be seen. When the moon cannot be seen, such type of eclipse is called as lunar eclipse, where solar eclipse means the partial part of the earth is hidden. Lunar eclipse means partial part of moon is hidden from the sun's shadow, from the sun's rays. The partial part of moon is hidden. Such type of eclipse is called as lunar eclipse, where you are observing the lunar eclipse in your screen now, where sun rays are falling on the earth and earth closes or earth shadow is fallen on the moon. So moon cannot be seen partially. Such eclipse are called as lunar eclipse. Sun and the shadow. In the morning and the evenings, sun seems to be little low in the sky, while it appears to be high at the noon. The higher the sun seems to be in the sky, the shorter will be the shadow of the object. So shadows are longer in the morning and evening, while they are shortest in the noon, where this is not so important or it is not present in your textbook. But I like to give you some information regarding this eclipse, and so I am giving it now. That is, you just study this. It is not be given in your examination, but it is little information regarding your knowledge sake. Shadows in the morning are longer, where shadows in the noon are shorter, as we have studied little before. Shadows in the evening, you are observing where girl is little girl, but the shadow of the little girl is very long, as the shadow we have seen in the evening. The next concept is sound, where it is important concept, where now we shall study about the sound. You have heard birds chirping, vehicles honking, and the peoples singing. Have you ever thought, what is that you are hearing? Yes, now even you are hearing to me. What is this called? This is sound. Sound is actually an energy that can be heard with the help of ears, where ear is a sense organ. My dears, just glance over what are all the sense organs which are present in our body. Yes, they are like eyes, nose, tongue, skin, and ear. Where they are eyes, nose, tongue, and ear. Where this is also not so important, but still I am saying you. Bats are blind and cannot see. They find their way around by producing the sound. See how beautiful God's creature is. Bat is not having eyes, but it still search food by hearing the sounds only. Types of sounds. The sounds which are soft, mild and pleasant to our ears are called as pleasant sounds, where singing, melody, such type of songs are called as pleasant song. Whisper and music are pleasant sounds. As I told you, the sounds that are loud, harsh and irritating to our ears are called unpleasant sounds or noise. The examples of these unpleasant sound or noise are continuous honking of a vehicle is a noise. As you just before listened the honking of a vehicle, where it is not so pleasant. Have you ever thinking, if your father is honking his bike, oh father, you are honking very good, just honk like that itself? No, you will never. So it is a noise. As we should follow some good habits to avoid making noise. As we are a very good students, we have to learn to speak softly, play the music system and watch the television at the low volume, so that we do not disturb other members of our family or neighbors. Many people play very loud music during festivals and functions. Name 3 ways in which it will affect the people who live nearby, where I hope you will write 3 ways in which that sound is making trouble to other peoples whoever are present nearby that sound. Yes, my dears, where I hope you will do this question homework in your home, as it is a homework for you, or it is not actually homework, but it is little like class assignment. Next thing is force. A pull or a push upon the objects is called force. A pull or push upon an object is called force. We cannot see force. We can only see what force can do. Force helps us to do many things. As we cannot see the air, but only we can feel that. Similarly, force, we cannot see the force, but we can only feel the force. Force helps us to move object. Not only that, it even helps us to make stationary objects, like where you are moving some some electric cars which you ever buy it from the shop, like that. Force can change the shape of clay. Whatever action you are doing, it is only because of force, where we cannot see the force, but we can only see what force is doing. And now let's recall what are all the things we have learnt in our today's session. That is, objects of luminous and non-luminous types. Pleasant sound and noises are the types of sounds. The next thing what we have learnt is force helps us to do many things. where these are only the important things in our today's session, and you should just go through this. And what are all the terms you should remember? I have given the note. That is luminous objects. Objects that give out light are called as luminous object. Non-luminous objects means objects that do not give out light. Such objects are non-luminous object. Next thing what we have studied is shadow. Dark spot formed when an object blocks the path of light is called shadow. Next thing is noise, an unpleasant sound, and force, a push or pull on an object is called sound. I hope you are convenient with this, and thank you.